further instructions.
Hey, do not leave the building until the all clear is sounded.
What do you make of it this time? Another rehearsal?
Your guess is as good as mine. I just do as I'm told. If you ask me, rehearsing air raids is a waste of time. How many really listen?
False alarms. That's what they are. Hear enough of these sounds and no one will take us seriously.
Little chance of a real one since our Norway is neutral.
But so is Poland.
You talk too much. There are rumors. Take out the lights.
The lights! The lights!
Lights!
Take out the lights in Norway!
They disrupted all communication between Trondheim and the capital.
Dad knows what he's doing. He studied radio for a long time now.
You were taught electronics.
They're not exactly taught, ma'am. I read it up. And Peter, here, hold this. There's hope for the receiver, but I don't know about the transmitter.
I guess now I don't look more reading myself.
He's Arne Torvald.
Reverend Torvald, I am so glad you're here.
Have you heard anything? I'm at my fit's end to know about the safety of my daughters.
They were living in the capital when the Germans started this awful war.
Since then,
I have faith we'll be getting news shortly, Mr. Vertson. Please, trust God. How long will those planes go on?
how can we trust when we can hear our own homes being torn apart by Nazi bombs?
Better be thankful you're still alive.
Good. I think we're getting something.
Pastor, have you seen Uncle Olaf?
No, Peter, I haven't.
Worried. He left here hours ago to get food and water. Hasn't come back.
Then he may be in trouble. Come on, help me find him.
No. We wait until dark.
Till dark? Peter, you have trusted Christ. He is able to take care of his own. Now, take his Uncle Ulla. Oh, he is a different story.
That's not a vote. I think we're getting a signal.
How can you tell? There's so much static.
Quiet. Give him a chance. Something about a German battleship. The German flagship. The Blücher in the Azov Fjord.
Yes.
I can't quite make it out, but I think it's true. Yes, we did it! We did it!
What?
The rumor about the German battleship, it's true. The Norwegian defense sent to the bottom of the Azov Fjord during the initial attack.
How much longer?
Not much.
What do you mean?
It's over.
What?
What's over?
No way. Our great King Hakan and the Norwegian government have fled the capital.
Are you sure?
Oslo is playing Bavarian band music.
How? How can this happen?
We are a neutral country. Where are our leaders?
If they're all like Major Quisling, they probably gave the Nazis the key to the city.
Our own people have betrayed us to the Germans.
And they will be marching into Trondheim soon.
What? Someone's coming? Oh, thank you, Otto. Everyone back! Who is it?
Welcome me. 'Tis I, Olaf Wist. The great huntsman returned alive and well after a victorious hunt. Make ready for a Viking feast. You're not amused.
Now's not a time for humor, Olaf.
But having a sense of humor, it's a healthy thing, Reverend. Especially when the world is collapsing all around you. Your Bible teaches you that, doesn't it?
Well, what is left of Trondheim, Olaf?
Not much, I'm afraid. I had a terrible time picking my way through the piles of rubble in the streets. Oh, Reverend, you should be happy to hear that your cathedral still stands.
A building made with hands, Olaf. Some of my friends, my congregation once lived in that
But
city.
I have seen the situation. We have German battleships in our harbor. If you ask me,
Olaf, who is she?
who? Oh, her. A homeless waif. Home gone in the bombings. The family too, probably. I gave her some of the food I scavenged and she followed me here. Couldn't see any harm in that.
Pastor Tavo, we're picking up another signal.
Are you all right? Thought you might be hungry. What is your name? What is your name?
Leave me alone!
I'm afraid, my friend, that you have much to learn about war.
A broadcast from London. The British have pledged assistance to the Norwegian resistance.
What? This is good, yeah? I suppose then they will give us a whole army and an air force. Better than Hitler's, yeah? No. The Germans were too strong for Norway. The Brits, they will fare no better.
You may be right. But what we can't do on the front lines against the German war machine, we can do behind the lines with a little bit of British equipment and help.
A working radio and a transmitter would be a good start.
I'm all for that. Then our work begins tonight. I will try and make contact with the British. Dagfinn, you and Otto stay here and keep this machine working.
Just quiet it down out there. Nephew, come with me.
Where are we going?
To do a little cloak and dagger, my boy. To keep an eye on the German whereabouts in Trondheim.
What about the girl?
Johan here will make sure she makes it to my house. It is safer outside of the city, and my wife would be happy to care for her.
What? Johan is just a boy. Surely there's some protocol.
Nephew, that boy just so happens to be one of the lead commanders in the Norwegian resistance. I think he is more than qualified for the job.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense.
Let that be a lesson to you, my boy. Never take anyone for granted. There's always more to people than meets the eye. Much, much more.
husband asked me to bring her here. We do not know her name. She hasn't spoken since she arrived at the underground. Can you care for her?
Yes, yes, of course. Here, let me get you both some food and something hot to drink. Christina,
Yes, Mother?
will you show my friend here to my room and find her something warm to wear from my closet?
Yes, of course, Mother.
I'm sorry to come so late, but your husband insisted it will be fine.
And it is. We are happy to help in any way we can. Please sit down and have something to eat.
Thank you.
It seems like only yesterday that we were living in a free Norway. And all my husband and I had to worry about was planning our next event at the church. And now...
Yes, much has changed.
And what about you? I feel I know so little about you. What did you do before the war?
I was in school.
I see. So what got you interested in joining the resistance?
I was involved from the beginning. First by writing, editing, and distributing our underground newspaper.
Which is illegal work. Aren't you frightened?
First, yes. Yes, I was. But I've learned how to play their game, I guess you'd say.
Yes. My husband has told me what an excellent agent you are. But I know your success in the underground has come with great sacrifice. Will you see your family?
I saw my father once on the train. He didn't recognize me. I've changed quite a bit since he last saw me. And I didn't dare speak to him. It's just too dangerous. And the less they know, the better for them.
I know your father would be proud if he knew all you were doing for the cause. Proud to call you his son. I know I'm proud to call you my friend, even though we've only known each other a few weeks.
Thank you, Mrs. Torvald. I must be going. Thank you for the food and for your help.
It is my pleasure. And Johan, I know your resistance work can be very lonely. So please, if you ever need anything, we hope you will trust us enough to ask.
Of course. Thank you, ma'am.
It's been 4 weeks since the Nazis took away my husband's fishing boat. How is my family supposed to eat? Now you're asking me to shelter and feed Jews? With what?
Shh, please, the Germans will hear you.
They?
But wait.
Yes, thanks to you and your protest against the police, we have a cop on every corner.
What was I supposed to do? Nothing?
Well, seeing as you're a former captain in the Norwegian army, I was expecting something a little more strategic, shall we say.
So it was a little hasty.
An ill plan?
Fine, and ill plan. But the truth still remains that the Germans are trying to starve us to death. And if we do not do something soon, they will succeed.
Are you hungry?
Aren't we all?
Then watch this. Heads up! Elsa, my dear, open these wooden doors that I may look again on your beautiful face.
Olaf? Olaf Wist? Is that you?
Yes, my sweet, here, waiting to behold you.
Go away, you're perjured!
I need that. Thank you. Elsa, please, I need to speak to you. In your kindness, unfold the shutters of your heart. Sarah, I knew you would come to your senses.
I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
Only a bruised heart, I fear.
I know what you're up to. You're only saying that so we'll pity you and give you some bread.
Well, don't you?
Don't I what?
Pity me! This poor, wounded soul that cares only for you.
Oh, give him a chance. No! He left me by myself in the rain the other night, waiting for a car that never came to take me home.
Oh, that? I'm sorry, my dear. I couldn't be helped. Some other, business came up, and I just couldn't get to it and to you.
I am not as important as business.
Of course you are, Elsa Gunnison. The whole town agrees. Don't you agree?
Can I have my books back?
Nice try, Olaf. We should get
I'm
going.
not finished yet. I came to ask you to forgive me for my thoughtlessness. Please.
Oh, I don't know. I am just a simple baker's daughter, and you tease me with no mercy.
But Elsa, I wouldn't tease you if I didn't think that you were pretty.
Oh, me?
Yes, and I wouldn't lower myself to such a degree if I didn't think that it was for love.
Love for his stomach, you mean?
And I wouldn't interrupt you in the middle of your work if I didn't think that you would give me one of your delicious loaves of bread.
So, you want this loaf, eh?
Yeah?
Then have it!
And so, my friend, you see, sometimes with women, you must be patient.
That's not real flattering to her either, does it?
Got some bread. There's bread for everyone. Bread, yeah, that's all. Hold on. No more bread.
Hola! Yeshua, I saw the crowds and was afraid of the worst.
You are always afraid of the worst. Nothing is wrong.
We were just having a little bit of fun.
A little free lunch. Is
And
that?
drawing attention to yourself in front of the Nazis.
I told you before. The invasion was weeks ago. It looks like they are here to stay. We can't hide in our cellars forever. Life must go on. Besides, visibility will decrease suspicion, not increase it.
You always like to gamble, Olaf. But now you're not gambling with borrowed money. You're gambling with Norwegian lives.
Tell you what, you take care of things your way, and I'll take care of mine. Huh. We'll see who gets the results. Want some bread? No? Okay. You loaf? Come.
a piece of bread from you. Would you tell him your name?
You don't have any money.
True. But still, would you? Greta. Annette? I know. Lillian.
It's Ingrid. Now, did you leave me alone?
Fine. Then I guess you don't want to know about the, raid we're planning.
What raid?
Oh, now you want to talk. Well, too bad. I can't tell you anyway. It's top secret.
You're a fool.
I bet you'll change your mind once I'm a Norwegian hero.
There you are! You wasn't excuse for a man. I'll teach you a lesson you'll never forget. Ow! I know what I'm doing, and I'm little work. Hey, well, you try. But I What am I going to do to you? I'm going to scam, huh? What am I going to do to you? What am I you want to get away, huh? You may be the only son of my brother. May he rest in peace. But you will not get away with this. No, you will not. I would not hesitate one moment to drive you by your feet to the camp. Barbaric people. What were you doing? Why did you run?
Sorry, Uncle. They frightened me, that's all. I thought they heard me telling Ingrid about the raid.
That's so loud.
You see, my friend Dag told me that the British agents are planning a raid soon.
And you were telling someone?
Well,
He didn't tell me anything. He was too busy running away like a frightened rabbit.
You would have done the same thing. You're just too proud to admit it.
Stop! Fighting won't help anything. Peter, look at me. Never run. You hear me? Never. You could have ruined everything by running. You could have given us all away.
Sorry, Uncle.
Peter, you have a lot to learn. But please, learn this one thing from an old huntsman like me. If you're ever scared, never let anyone see it. You may feel like screaming, but you keep your mouth shut. You understand? Now then, tell me, British agents?
With radio equipment and supplies.
When will this happen?
Tomorrow night at Vigna Island, the northeastern shore. The British are trying to keep us and other resistance workers supplied with the things we need to do what could be perhaps the most important resistance workers in the entire war. The Germans have a factory here in Norway, and they're producing some heavy water. Uncle, they mean to make nuclear weapons. And the Allies need us to destroy it before they succeed. What's so funny?
Nothing, Peter. Who informed you of this?
I already told you. Dagfinn Frolin and Pastor Torvald.
Torvald, huh? Peter, do you trust this Reverend Torvald?
Well, yes, don't you?
Yeah, we'll see.
What did he mean by that?
Another lesson from the huntsman. Keep your eyes open. Watch him. Where's the Reverend when you're in trouble, huh? You see him now?
Well, no.
Then watch him. He keeps this old hunter's advice. He can keep you alive.
I want you to know, I will be there tomorrow night.
I will too, and I'll show you.
No! Stay away from Vigna Island tomorrow night, nephew.
But, Uncle...
I said stay away. You understand? It's for your own good.
I wish he had as much faith in me as I have in him.
Well, perhaps when you're a Norwegian hero, you'll feel different.
Look, ever since I met you, I've only ever tried to help you, and yet you despise me. Why?
I have little use for men who talk big and do nothing.
Do nothing? No, wait.
I'm sorry. I must get back to Reverend Torvald's house.
I wasn't finished yet.
Come to think of it, I don't have time for boys who whine like spoiled children either. So sorry. to as many people as will take them. But be careful.
Always.
Oh, and Marius, I need your help with a top secret mission. Dag has informed me that there is to be a rendezvous with a British ship tomorrow night at Vikna Island. I have instructed him to tell no one, and I will look to you to do the same. This shipment will have radio equipment and supplies that are needed for an extremely crucial mission. Once they have received the shipment, I will need you to take the supply to the resistance workers camping in the hills. They need these supplies to complete their mission, Marius. And their mission could change the course of the entire war.
Tell me what to do and I will do it.
Meet me here tomorrow at midnight to receive further instructions.
Can I help, please? I want to do more than just hand out newspapers.
Tor, never think that this underground newspaper is unimportant work. It spreads crucial information. It does something even more important than that. It gives hope. Never underestimate the power of hope, Tor.
Yes, I know. You're right. It is just hard not to be doing more to help.
Well, if helping is what you want to do, I have just a thing. This is Frank and Marie. They are brother and sister.
Pleased to meet you. I am Thor.
They are Jews. Pastor Torvald has asked me to find them a hiding place. Their parents have been taken by the Germans to the east. They need help, Thor. Will you help them?
I will. I know a place.
No! Do not tell me. Heaven forbid, but if Marius or I should ever be taken and tortured, it will be safer for everyone. We know as little as possible.
They could torture me all they'd like. Never tell those filthy dogs anything.
I admire your zeal, Marius. But then you've never been tortured, have you? You will need these ration cards if your contacts are to take them in. And be sure to tell no one where you are hiding them.
Thank you. I will never forget you.
Goodbye. Now go, and be careful.
Till tomorrow.
Don't be afraid. This is Otto. He is a friend of ours, and he is mute. But as you can see, his heart speaks more purely than any tongue of any man.
That would be lovely, Otto. Thank you. He has said he will build them a secret room where they can hide from the Nazis.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Now come. Otto will show you where you can sleep tonight. And tomorrow, we will build you a secret room. We will sleep.
What do the Nazis want? Such innocent people. Why are they taking them all to the east? What is it all for?
I don't know. But there is one thing I do know. Whatever the Nazis have planned for them, it is evil.
Yes, Dad. You are right. If fear is evil, we must dare even imagine. And it must be stopped, no matter what the cost.
Mother, do you mean?
I mean, you must go. You must do what you can, my boy. Help the resistance in any way possible. Even if it means you are put upon this day. Your father did not die fighting the Germans. For us to bow our knee to them now. Go. Go to Pastor Torvald's house. And see what you can do to help the mission tomorrow night at the island.
I will, Mother. I will do all I can.
I know you will. I know you both will.
This mission may be dangerous. But there are no lights in Victor Island. It will be dark out there. Very dark. Meet us tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, at the bridge.
No one out there.
But there was something there. When I looked out the window, I saw a face in the tree. Didn't frighten me at first. Somehow, seemed friendly and kind.
You see, Christina, it was just the trees.
But then, there was a flash of lightning and the face. I thought I saw it laughing at me. It was awful. Oh, Mother, was he the evil one?
No, don't cry. You just saw a lightning flash. That's what frightened you.
I'm so scared, Mother.
It was a Nazi! That's what it was! Spying on us!
Now, Carl, we don't need help like that.
My friend Edward told me about what the Nazis do. His father said they slaughtered Romsdal. Didn't they, Ingrid? They sneaked around and watched for people they didn't like, and then they pounced on them like lions and tore them into pieces.
No more.
But it's true.
No more. No more, I said. Enough talk of the evil one. Oh. My dear children, who is greater than he that is in the world?
Jesus in heaven.
So there's no need to be afraid. If Jesus could calm a raging sea, if Jesus could heal the lame and give sight to the blind, then surely we can trust
heard Papa teach from God's word that the just shall live by faith. Faith is taking God at his word, believing he will care for our souls as well as our lives. Shouldn't we trust him to care for us tonight?
I think so.
I guess so, Mother.
I know Father will be home soon. Listen, let's drown out the sound of rain and wind with a song. For secure is no one ever than the loved ones of the Savior, not young star on high abiding, nor the birding on nest hiding. Neither life nor death can ever from the Lord his children sever, for his love and deep compassion comfort them in tribulation. Little flock to joy can yield thee, Jacob's God will ever shield thee, rest secure with his defender, at his will all full surrender.
Father, you're home! We're so happy you're home!
Children, you warm my heart on a night like this. Eva,
Arne, you're drenched. Have you been swimming in the North Sea again?
no, but I feel as weary as if I'd swum across it.
Here, sit down. Carl, please get the cup for me. In a moment I'll have some tea, piping hot for you.
Thank you, Eva.
We wish you had been there, Father. We had such a fright.
And how's that?
I thought I saw something evil.
She thought she saw some kind of face in the woods out there.
Where?
Out there, Father.
It was probably just the wind and the rain that frightened them. But they know now that the Lord will care for us.
And you sang a song.
It's all right, Father. We know we will be safe, even though you are weak.
Why do you say that, Carl?
Well, Edward told me that Father is weak because he does not hate the Germans and...
Carl! Please.
Carl, please. You do not hate any man. You do hate their wickedness, but you tell this to Edward. But the truth is that we are no better than they are. We are just as prone to sin, Carl. Our Lord died for all those who believe, Carl. For all who believe.
Then, if a German came here, would you shoot him?
Carl, I hope I would never have to kill anyone.
Here, Father, this should warm you up. You're troubled. Can you tell me?
Troubled? Yes. Can I tell you? I'm afraid not. That I should not. Listen, if something should happen to me, the less that you and the children know, the better.
But I would be willing to...
I know. But still, it is better there are things that you do not know.
Better? But how?
Eva, you must trust me.
They do not!
They do too!
No, they don't!
They do!
I'll try to give you some peace so you can pray.
Mother, Carl said that the Nazis kill people and then they eat them. That's not true, is it?
Yes, it is! Edward told me it was so!
Children, let's not trust in the words of men, but in the words of God. Here, go and finish your reading.
Who is it? Who's there?
Petter West, and Dagfinn Forland. May we come in? We're here to help.
I hope we're not too late.
Help with what?
Petter, you know you're not supposed to be here.
Did anyone follow you here?
No one that we know of.
What is it that you want help with?
Why with the landing of the British radio equipment and supplies?
Tonight, after midnight.
Does anyone else know about this?
Just my uncle Olaf, and Otto Roman, of course.
We'll do anything you say. We'll be lookouts if that's all you need, and the weather doesn't matter much.
And you know Dag here can help set up the radio equipment once we have it.
Go home, boys.
What?
Go back home. I fear there'll be great danger tonight.
But Pastor Tor,
Peter and I were...
No. Your work here is done. You must go back home.
Come on, Peter. We're going to find out what's going on in Victor Island tonight.
Good night, both of you. God knows I am telling you this for your own sake.
thank you, Pastor. Good night.
I must go.
But Ingrid, in a night like this,
Where others may not succeed against the enemy, I will. I promise.
Eva, we have so little time. You must pack as much food and clothing for you and the children as you can carry.
and you are leaving?
Only for a little. And when I return, we must all go. Eva, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.
I believe that, Arne. I love you.
Trust me.
It's just past midnight, but no sign of the boat.
Do you think we've come to the wrong place?
No, this is the spot. I'm sure of it. See, over there. You can see the shore of Victor Island.
I don't know. Ever since it stopped raining, it's been very dark. Do you think the Brits got some wind of some kind of trap and canceled the mission?
It could be. You know, Pastor Tavold was acting a little strangely earlier.
And my uncle didn't want us here either. Maybe...
Stop!
What?
Look over there! See, I can't quite make it out, but it looks like a small boat's coming in.
It's got to be them.
Piece of cake. Come on, let's give him a hand.
Wait!
Was ist los? Ach, darüber. They were waiting for us. You go to Torvald. I'll try to get back to the radio. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3, go! Out!
No! Hey, it's me you want!
Otto! Fast the door. We're in a bit of trouble, my friend.
Gotta get this piece to work.
Come on! Come on, you got to work now. Come on!
Maybe... Urgent! Germans no plans!
A North Bishop of Victor Island.
Urgent!
Germans no plans.
Find a halt! Don't let me go out! Weaken!
business here, sir?
What?
Is your business here completed?
Yes, but who are they?
Step away from my desk.
But they were supposed to be.
Step away now. Now, if you do not have any further business here, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Goodbye, Pastor Torvald.
Goodbye.
Norwegian tea has such an interesting flavor. Oh, I know it isn't exactly how you made it before the war, but still, it's quite good. I'm sure your son and husband enjoyed many meals here at this very table. It is amazing to me. You Norwegians are so willing to put your families in danger for the lives of complete strangers. Mrs. Violent, you are sheltering Jews, enemies of the state, are you not? You see, Mrs. Violent, I have no son. I know where he was last night. And I believe you too are involved in this resistance. So, you can either tell me now where they are, or you can wait until we search our house and find them ourselves. What would it be? Where are you hiding the Jews, Mrs. Froland?
Search all you like, but you will never find Jews in this house.
Search the house.
What has happened? I don't know for sure, but I do know there's been trouble.
There will always be trouble as long as the Nazis are here.
Watch your tongue. You don't know who could be listening.
I say it was just a matter of time.
I heard that some English soldiers ended up near Vikna Island, and there was a fight.
They were ambushed?
Filthy Nazis!
You'd better mind what you say. You know as well as I do there are spies listening to every word we say.
Ah, these people are our people. No real Norwegian, but help the Germans.
Neighbor, it is the duty of all good Norwegians to obey the laws of the land. It is also considered safer for one's family to fully cooperate with the authorities. It's common sense.
What's going on? Isn't that the widow? Yes, it is. It's Widow Fräulein. Look at her. She looks like she's in pain. What's happened?
They say her son was involved somehow last night.
Not him. What could he have done wrong? He couldn't have hurt anybody.
But that's him, all right. Look.
Dag!
It is the desire of our two countries that there would be a spirit of cooperation between us for our mutual benefit. This is a policy of peace and goodwill. However, there are those who, instead of fostering a working relationship, choose to incite riot and try to break down our social order for the purposes of our enemies. These two prisoners have been found guilty of collaborating with the enemy. This is high treason, and they therefore must suffer the consequences. Lest there be another so foolhardy, let this be your example. Execute. is your son from? For though we found no Jews in your home, I am sure some sympathy for the resistance lives in your heart. But let this show you that our Führer will succeed in his purposes here. Germany will reign supreme, and all those who stand in our way will be eliminated. Where were you last night? Answer me! Where?
At Vigna Island. Dagfinn and Otto.
Was the Reverend with you?
Not at the island. Just Dagfinn and Otto.
You see the Reverend last night?
Well, no. But...
Do you know where he is now?
No.
Someone is betraying us to the enemy. You know that. Why do you trust in someone who is conveniently absent when there's trouble?
But Uncle, I don't think Pastor...
And why not, Peter? Why not? You think just because he saw you view Bible stories, he's some kind of saint? Open your eyes, Peter. Open your eyes and see what he has done to our friends.
Ingrid! They probably would have taken you in for questioning.
What would you care? What would any of those cowardly patriots care who were there to see the show? To see a poor mute and that miserable kid butchered like that.
Ingrid, Otto and Dag were my friends.
Are they? Why didn't you do something instead of just standing there? Why didn't any of those people do something?
There's nothing you can do. It's the Germans and their guns.
Yes, there is. You can plunge cold steel into their hearts. I hate them. I hate them.
It was you at Vigna Island, wasn't it?
It was. And I don't care who knows. You see, at least I am willing to fight. That's how I made it out of Trondheim, the day the Nazis first came. But my little sister didn't have a chance. The bombs were raining down on us. Her hand slipped out of mine. She ran back to get her doll and she died in my arms. I wasn't even scratched. Oh, but with all their bombs and guns, they made a mistake. A fatal mistake. They left me alive. And since that day, the reason I live is to see them all die.
They're destroying you now.
They can't. Neither you nor anyone else can stop me.
The enemy is tearing our country apart from within. Ingrid, they are doing the same thing to you. They've gotten inside you with a hatred that's burning like poison. The poison's going to work. You may put up a good fight, but sooner or later, that hatred is going to eat you alive. They will win.
You think like Torvald. You act like Torvald. You're even beginning to preach like Torvald.
And what is wrong with that?
He's working for the enemy. And if you follow him, You're no different.
I am different. And I'm not working for the Germans either. You're wrong about Torvald. I know you are. He's helped me many times.
You still believe in him? I thought you had more sense. Your uncle has warned you about him time after time, but you refuse to open your eyes. Do you know what happened last night after you left Torvald's house?
No.
I too left the house. But after a mile, I stopped and waited under some trees for the rain to let up. I heard a car coming from the direction of the house and I hid. Do you know what I saw? Instead of turning toward Vikna Island where he could have helped, Torvald headed for the heart of Trondheim. Does it take much imagination to see him at Nazi headquarters?
There's got to be an explanation.
Is there? Then you'll have to make it up. You won't get it from him or his family.
Fine. What happened to them?
When I got back to the house late last night, they were gone. Every one of them. Right now, they're probably safe in Sweden. While we... Now what do you think?
I'm not sure what to believe anymore.
Then don't preach to me about hatred. I've got a right to it. And when you finally accept the fact that your precious friend has betrayed you, you'll see. Then you too will feel the anger that I feel.
Someone's coming.
Peter! Peter, wait!
Who is it? Elsa?
Please! I'm sorry to surprise you like this, but I had to talk to somebody after the shooting.
You mean the murders?
That is what I meant. Like I said, I was watching that awful thing happen outside my window when I saw you and the girl run off from the crowd. I knew right then that you were the one I had to talk to. About Olaf.
Olaf, what happened to him?
He has hurt me deeply. But I still care for him. In fact, I love him. And I heard Olaf say that tomorrow night he was going to Reverend Torvald's house to take care of some business.
Torvald? I thought he was gone. Out of the country.
Olaf must have gotten him to stay so he could even the score after what happened today.
I am afraid, by the way he sounded, that there might be trouble again. And even with his faults, I don't want to see him hurt.
Or killed.
Peter, he is your uncle. Can you talk some sense into his head? He won't hear it from me.
Elsa, I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
So, someone is taking action. Your uncle. I want to be there. You would too, if you weren't so afraid of the truth.
Afraid? No. I can't afford to be afraid. What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same thing. You know anything about putting this back together?
Dagfinn had a good mind. Probably could resurrect this thing in a few days if he were here. This is a tough loss, both of them like that. It would be hard to replace.
Replace? Dag was like a brother to Otto and me. He never did anything to hurt anyone in his life.
I'm sure of that too. I can only imagine what you're going through right now.
I don't want any more of your counseling, Pastor.
As you wish.
Did you know what was going to happen last night?
I saw it coming.
Then why did you let it happen?
Petter, I told you and Dag not to go to Vikna.
But we did go. We wanted to help. Anyway, we were there. But where were you?
I couldn't be there, Petter. There are things that need to be explained, but I can't. Not yet.
Then it's true. You were at the Nazi headquarters last night. Weren't you?
Petter, if I could explain everything to you, I would.
Please! Just tell me the truth!
You want the truth? I was. I was hoped to be seen and take attention away from what was happening at Vikna.
It didn't work.
Petter, please, understand!
Understand? Is that what you told Ingrid? When she came home that night to find your house abandoned? Your family secretly out to Sweden?
You cannot always trust what you see, Petter. I haven't searched for you all day to lie to you. There is a battle inside you, even greater than the one our country faces. For you, the lines are blurry, the camouflage is thick. This may be the hardest thing of all for you to do, but I must ask you to do it.
What is that?
You must trust me, and the God I serve for the truth.
But I can't.
Petter, come to my house tomorrow at sunset. Ask no one to come with you. You must come alone.
And if I don't come?
Then my work here is finished. You will never see me again. I can only ask that you step out in faith.
I remember when I just waited for someone to tell me what is right and wrong. But that time's gone now. There's no one here to point me in the right direction. Trust? How can you put your faith in anything when it's been dashed again and again by those you once looked up to, by those you once respected? It's too much to ask. I can't. What else can I do?
Good afternoon to you both.
Good afternoon.
All is well?
All is well.
If you're a German soldier,
Especially today. Headquarters is buzzing like a hornet's nest. Messengers and soldiers coming and going all day.
well, what is going on?
Not sure yet, but they're excited about something.
Bad news for us, I'm sure.
Are the Brits up to something again?
After the close calls they had the other day? No, not the Brits. Not yet. But it looks like there's going to be another German raid soon.
Well, where? When?
No, don't know yet, but we've got to find out quickly.
Have you seen Olaf Vist? He may know something.
You know, I haven't seen him since Victor Island.
I haven't either, but then again, it's not unusual for him to disappear for days and
Over there. Here comes a snake.
So, don't you worry at all. You'll see. Some of my people may be stubborn and thick-headed, but most are by nature good citizens.
The only thick-headed Norwegian I know is Rogstad.
You will see.
you're too kind.
Shh, not so loud.
When this whole thing is done, you'll see that some of us Norwegians can be very useful to the Reich.
Useful? Useful, did he say? Since when has Lockstead ever been useful?
When Berlin hears about how bravely and wisely we handled affairs here, they'll be ecstatic. Ecstatic, I'm sure. Olaf Vist and I know exactly what we are doing.
Wait, did you hear that?
Olaf Vist? It can't be.
What business does Olaf Vist have with a Nazi collaborator like Lockstead?
It had better be as you say, friend.
I'll be there saying, or something like that. Hey, you! How long have you been here?
Long enough.
Long enough for what? You had better tell me, or you're in a lot of trouble.
Well, you see, it's like this.
Like what?
I think you better do exactly as we say.
Please, don't shoot me. I can cooperate very well.
We know that for a fact. Move over to the wall, but don't look over your shoulder.
Why? Anything you say, just please, don't hurt me. Please.
All right, Roxanne. What is all the excitement about?
Excitement? What excitement? Oh, the German excitement. Yeah, I don't know really. Well, maybe a hunting trip.
A hunting trip?
That's right. That's right.
Well,
Now, just a minute. I'm your countryman. I'm really on your side.
well!
Rorvik.
Rorvik? By Rorvik. There's nothing out there except maybe a few poor fishermen's cottages and
Reverend Torvald's old house. But of course, it's empty now, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly is. Very, very empty. No reason to be concerned about it. No reason at all.
Empty? Maybe. Unless, of course, there's a ghost out there. You believe in ghosts, don't you, Rockstead?
Me? No, not at all.
I mean, yes, I do.
You won't get away with this.
If we don't, you won't either. Got it?
All right.
Whose ghost are you hunting at Rorvik?
Please, I can't say. Have mercy on me.
Could it be Torvalds?
Possibly, maybe.
What about Vist? Will Olaf Vist be there?
No, absolutely not. That's ridiculous. How could you even think such a thing? Now, please, let me go. Please.
You are sure Olaf Vist will not be there?
I swear. Please?
If you so much as turn around, Trondheim will have itself another ghost. Understand?
Yeah.
The snake.
Well, what do you think?
Him? He's the worst liar I've ever seen.
Torvald is back. And Vist is going to be on Rorvik too. What are they doing?
I don't like it. Especially since Lockstead has something to do with it.
Olaf Vist never told us about a meeting with Torvald.
One of them is trying to finish what he started at Vikna Island.
We need to find Peter Wist.
Peter, oh, he won't like what we just heard about his uncle.
We'll need to find out what kind of a man he is. We need his help to help us seek out this ghost of Rorvik.
Hey, don't leave me. Come on. Hey, don't just stand there and tie me.
He's anxious to resolve the unfinished business of Victor Island. All preparations have been made. All precautions have been taken. You will bring me my car. We drive to Royersford. Schnell.
Herr Kommandant!
Wait. Yes? Who are you? Identify yourself.
I am Henry Gromstad, one of your most trusted informers. I must speak with you.
A trusted Norwegian informer? Well, speak.
In private, sir.
I am in a hurry. What do you want?
I've been attacked, Commandant.
You have been attacked?
Yeah.
By whom?
By soldiers of the resistance.
Oh, by the resistance? I see they did not do a very thorough job.
I barely escaped with my life.
Is that so?
Yes, they tried to get information from me, and I came to warn you. It's very, very valuable information.
Oh, I have no doubt. But I am a very, very busy man. You must make a full report inside headquarters, yeah? Okay. Fine. He is a notorious liar. Take him to the interrogation room. Put him through some thorough questioning.
But Commandant, it is important.
Of course it's important. Take him away.
Your car is ready.
I'm off to Royersford.
You see, Olaf? It's as I said. The family has fled.
When did you discover this?
Late last night, when I got back to the house, they were gone. They knew they were in trouble.
Oh, there's trouble, all right. And it grows bigger by the minute.
What do you mean?
Torvald is coming back tonight.
You think he was there? Doesn't he realize that the resistance will not hesitate to make a fake minister like him pay for helping the Germans?
I don't think he cares. He wants to move on to new territory. But since he didn't finish the job at Vikna Island, there's one more thing he'll want to deal with before he makes his getaway.
What is that?
Me. He'll be back tonight to deal with me, his rival.
But he will have men and weapons.
All that has been taken into account, my dear. At this very moment, we have men hidden in the woods along the road. Tonight, we will end his secret operations.
You can count on me. I'm willing to do whatever you need me to do.
Glad to hear that, Ingrid. You have proved very useful to me.
Torvald?
No, he won't knock. Besides, it's too early.
It's me, Peter!
Peter! Didn't I tell you to stay away?
I'm sorry, Uncle. You know me. I can't stay away when something important is happening.
How did you get through?
They stopped me, then let me through. I'm your nephew.
Yes, so you are. But I warned you, Peter. Now that you are here, you better prepare yourself for a major disappointment.
I'm prepared, I believe, Uncle.
Yes, Maybe you are starting to your old Uncle Zahnson, huh? Learning to live by your wits, huh? Cunning enough to survive. Nobody's fool.
You've taught me much, Uncle.
Then keep learning. If a hunter is skilled and patient, he will be rewarded, will he not?
That could be good or bad.
How is that?
What if the hunter goes after and kills the wrong prey?
The wrong prey? As long as he's rewarded, what is the difference between the wrong one and the right one? Let the philosophers quibble about that. Better, it's not too late. You can still join in on the hunt and share the trophy with me.
Don't you understand? We know all about Torvald. Your uncle is giving you a golden opportunity to be a hero for your country. If you have any hope for a future, you'd better help us, or else your sympathies for your misguided pastor friend will get you as much trouble as he's got.
Ingrid, I pray you won't be the hunter's victim too.
I should have known you have no common sense.
Well, better. It doesn't look like you're interested in sharing my reward. That is your decision. Well, it is a foolish one. I just hope you're not here with the intention of scaring away my quarry.
No, I won't. I want to help you.
You do? That is more like it, huh? Maybe I have misjudged you after all.
I know I've misjudged you. I've been slow to learn. Should have been watching more closely, as you showed me how to survive.
Think nothing of it.
There were many times when I was reckless, but you showed me just how foolish I could be. I will always be thankful for that, because then I had a chance to change before it was too late. Forgive me, Uncle, for not being wiser and more alert.
Do you hear that? Get back. Nothing. Nothing at all.
There's just one more thing I must say to you, Uncle.
What is that?
I want to forgive you, Uncle.
Forgive me for what?
I've struggled with what to do. I've prayed and prayed for strength to do what is right.
Then say it and get it over with.
Uncle, I want to forgive you for this.
No, it can't be. There must be a reason.
There is no mistake, Ingrid. But there are plenty of reasons. Norway is finished. Time. I am not. So, nephew, this is the help you give to me after all I have done for you, huh? I've been a fool to think you'd be loyal to me after you spent so much time with your reverend friend in his Bible. It's too bad for you, Peter. And it's too late.
Everything is ready, sir.
Good. Just be sure to stay out of sight. After all, we wouldn't want to disappoint Commandant Flesch.
The Commandant?
Yes, Commandant Flush, head of the Gestapo here in Trondheim. Tonight, I will personally break the back of the Norwegian resistance by presenting to him my greatest trophy, Arne Torvald. Quickly, now, get back to your places.
Otto, Roman, Dagvin, Fräulein, my little sister. How could you?
Ingrid!
I am fully prepared to deal with you now, nephew. So I would now create a disturbance.
There's still time to turn back.
And give up on the hunt when I'm about ready to make secure? Impossible.
Well, Olaf, please.
Beg for mercy if you please, but expect no pity. Too bad for you, Peter. You should have seen this coming all along. Why won't you wake up and see what is happening all around you, huh? Get back. I believe the time has come. Do not try to frighten away my prodigy.
Petter? Ingrid!
I'm sorry we came uninvited to your house, Reverend. But then, it didn't look like anyone had been living here for several days.
My family is away now, safe from Nazi hands.
Is that so? You should be so lucky! I invited here you this evening to inform you of some, well, rather bad news.
And what is that?
As of immediately, you are hereby relieved of your duties in the Norwegian resistance. There, 'tis done, huh? You thought I was a duke, good old Uncle Olaf, huh? May I introduce to you Commandant Gerhard Flusch, leader of the...
Oh, you traitorous wolf! How do you expect to succeed in this? I tell you, the wrong headquarters will try to kidnap you. An entire garrison will be looking for me.
Sir, these are your own men!
I guess you could say we were just obeying orders.
No. No, it can't be. No. No.
I am sorry for you, Uncle.
You set me up for this. My own nephew. My own flesh and blood, huh? After all I've done for you. And this is how you repay me!
Uncle, I'm afraid the only trophy you have bagged is yourself.
Let's go.
You will pay for this, Olaf. You will pay dearly for this. Insolent pigs!
This isn't over. You haven't thought this through, have you? Just what are you going to do with me? You don't have the hunter's cold heart like I do. Could you pull a trigger and murder me in your own house? Bastard. Nephew, what about you, huh? Ha! Your Bible morals have made you soft. Here is where I have you beaten.
We have no intention of doing you harm, Olaf.
But
you are free to go.
Free to go. Free to go where I choose. You know, I go straight to Gestapo headquarters and report all of this.
We will not stop you.
You won't. Because you know, so you wouldn't believe my story.
We're quite sure of that.
Then I'll run from this place. I'll get out of the country, that's what I'll do. I'll go someplace where they'll never find me. This is not the end of Olaf West. I'll make it, you see.
Poor girl. Ingrid. We cannot stay any longer. Here, take her to the car.
How is she?
Much better. I have been letting her rest as much as possible. Where am I? You're here. With us here.
You are at Elsa's house. She has been caring for you.
And Peter has stayed by your side since you arrived.
But, Peter, your uncle, he...
Don't worry. He is gone now. Once he was discovered, he ran. And we let him.
We had heard that he stole a car to try and make more ground, but as it turns out, the car he chose belonged to the Gestapo.
He tried to deceive others, but only succeeded in deceiving himself.
It is probably merciful that he died in a hail of bullets instead of in the Gestapo torture chamber.
In spite of what he did, I know it is still hard on you, Peter. It has been hard on all of us who loved him.
Yes. You've lost a part of your family forever.
Yeah. It is hard to realize that he was untrue. And I do miss him. But Christ has shown me, through all of this, that we all have a choice. We can choose to follow Christ in the way of righteousness. Or we can follow our own hearts and desires.
And speaking of choices, have you decided if you'll stay in Trondheim?
I'm leaving. Tonight, actually.
Do you have your passport papers?
Yes. Sigmund is an expert at...
For I know that I will be safe in his hands, so I need not worry. But now I must go.
Goodbye, Pastor. Thank you for all of the help you have been to me. If this war ends, and if we ever make it through, I will come.
What do you mean, if? Of course, when? She must come visit me. You must all come. I have children in need of some older siblings like yourselves.
Thank you, Pastor. And God be with you.
And with you, Peter. And remember, the just shall live by faith.
I must go take care of the shop. I will be back soon. Try and rest, if you can.
Thank you, Elsa.
Thank you for your kindness.
Must you leave Trondheim?
I finished what I can do here. There's still more work to do in Telemark. What about you?
I can't leave. Trondheim has been my home. It is where my family lived and died.
Well then, I wish you well, Ingrid.
Peter,
Goodbye.
Peter, wait. I was wrong.
About what?
About hate and what it is. You were right when you spoke to me the other night. My hate has ripped me apart more than it has hurt the enemy.
There is help, Ingrid. My Lord
can forgive me? I know. I have seen his forgiveness through you. Watching you forgive your uncle.
That same forgiveness can live in your heart if you would simply just call on his name.
I want to, Peter. I do. But I can't let go. Not now. Not today. But I do want to ask you one last thing.
Yes, anything.
Will you pray for me?
You have my word.
Then I know you will. Here. So you can remember me. When you have become a Norwegian hero.
Ingrid.
Goodbye, Petter.
Peter, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, I'm ready.
Good. I've informed the Allies that Operation Gunner's Side is ready. We will carry out the sabotage on the heavy water plant in Telmark in 2 days. You and your team will stay on the Hardinger Plateau near the plant until given orders to proceed.
And if the mission is not successful?
Failure is not an option, Peter. This is our last chance to destroy this plant. We have attempted 2 other times and failed. And the Nazis now know we are trying to destroy it and are most likely making plans to move the plant to Germany. We cannot allow that to happen. They must not gain nuclear power.
God is on our side, Anna Sophie. And with him, we are more than conquerors.
Here is the map to your meeting place on the plateau. Once you have read it, destroy it.
Anna. Do you think they will ever know?
Know what?
What we've done here? What their freedom truly costs?
I pray they never stop searching until they know what was done here. And once they have heard our stories, I pray they never forget. For the moment, we forget the cost of freedom is the moment that we lose it.